Good morning, traders. Welcome to the live trading room. I hope you are all well this morning. Right, we can see the euro is playing out pretty well, looking like a reversal from the blue box, but I don't want to start there. I want to start with the cryptocurrencies, especially what we've seen with Bitcoin now hitting the all-time highs and breaking that 65,000 mark. Now we're expecting that Bitcoin will continue to break even higher. So at this stage here, there are two alternatives that have been showing for quite a while. You'll see that on our website, we're looking at this as wave 1, 2, and then looking for this to be going for all the way for a 3. But there's also this option where this is actually the wave 1, and we're going to get a 2, and we're going to get a push to the upside with the wave 3. So far, we're not getting any signs of reversal. Any consolidation at this level means we're still going to continue to push to the upside. Okay, so at this stage, that means that the purple alternative is the one that is playing out, and that is what we're looking for currently. Let's have a look at the daily structure. You'll see that the daily is well above 50 here. So the stock RSI is at the top. This does not mean anything as long as you're on an uptrend. So let's have a look in the lower degree to see if we've got any signs for a pullback, for a correction at current levels. As it is, there's no sign of a reversal. Actually, there is just an indication of a continuation to the upside, with just the indicator showing us that this small pullback here is going to continue up higher. Look at where the RSI is, and the stock has already reset it again. So that means we're going to get another leg up higher on Bitcoin. We may even get to 80,000 in the next couple of trading sessions as far as Bitcoin is concerned. There are a number of daily setups for more upside on the other altcoins, and we're going to look at that. Those are some of the trade setups that we're going to be sharing we'll put them up on the site. So Bitcoin, we're still looking for this to continue to the upside. There's no sign of reversal. We're still going to see more upside there. Ethereum, also very close to the all-time highs. All-time highs on Ethereum was that 4,300, 4,400 the last time, so 4,380, and we are close to that level. So with Ethereum as well, you can see we've got a nice 5 wave structure there. So we could be looking at this one of wave 5 as an extended one. Let's see what happens here. When we break the all-time highs, that means you're opening up much more upside, and we're going to see much more upside on Ethereum. So continuation to the upside all round. Now, as for the structures on the other altcoins, let's have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin also breaking to the upside. We want to see Litecoin break this level so we can see that this is an A, B, C corrective structure, so we can see another leg to the upside. So we want to see this continue to the upside. We may get a correction around these levels, but it's rather a move to the upside on Ethereum. So Ripple is one of those that I'm looking at a daily setup for more upside here. So if you remember Ripple, while we were here, we expected this to drop here and make a continuation to the upside. We've got that drop, we've got a move to the upside. Now it looks like we're going to get a consolidation here and a continuation to the upside. Let's have a look at the indicator as well as on both the time frames, the 4-hour and the daily on Ripple. As far as the 4 hours is concerned, it's showing us that we're going to see some pullback here before we push to the upside. But the daily, let's see what the daily is showing us here. So the daily is showing us a continuation, a clear continuation to the upside here. So if you get, so this is a very nice setup on the daily. Look at where the RSI is, look at where the stock is, look at the structure as well. So we may not, whatever we're getting here, we're looking for this to break to the upside. So on the daily, we'll be looking for that structure, for the Ripple to even go to the previous highs at around those levels. So what we're going to do is, if we're taking this one, we can even take this one on the daily, especially if you're buying it long term. That candle closing above the flag will result in a trade to the upside, at least back to the all-time highs. We're going to target the all-time highs on Ripple. And we're going to stop it there. So that's going to be a nice setup on Ripple, which we are looking for a continuation to the upside. Let me just share the link here with the administrator so they can post it up for a setup on Ripple. I'm just going to post my screen, guys. I just want to post this on the admin group. XRP trade setup. There we go. Let's go back and then I'll resume the screen sharing again. There we go. Dogecoin. Dogecoin, nothing much there, but we can see Dogecoin is making what looks like 1, 2, 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there. We're expecting the same thing here, 1, 2, 3 on Dogecoin, at least back to around 40s, 50s on Dogecoin. So we'll be looking for this to push up higher. With the rest of the altcoins looking like upside, we'll expect Dogecoin to at least get back to the 50% of this leg here with this 3, 3, 3 up here. ADA. Now, ADA, look at that one. Very, very, very clear structure. So ADA could be ready for all-time highs here. So after the candle close here on the daily, you can even take this one now. You could be looking for ADA to be going for new highs. This on the daily. So that correction on ADA seems to be complete, especially clearing this will open up much more upside here on ADA. Again, I'm going to pause my screen so you can also have this one posted up on the setups. Okay, so that's ADA looking very good, looking very attractive. ADA, Solana. Solana is already gone. What we're expecting of Solana is for it to come and take the previous highs here with this 3 here. 1, 2, 3. We want to see Solana come to this level at least back to around 220. Will we get a reversal from there? And then we will get a move like that. That will be a very interesting one because if we do get that pullback there, we're going to get a blue box area around this level and take it up higher. That is Solana. Binance. Binance continues to push to the upside. We are going to expect this to, we want to see this one break higher to see the all-time highs here. So then we're going to be looking at this structure here. We're going to be looking at this right about this level and move back from the previous highs in the upside. That is Binance. XMR. Now XMR is a very nice one. Look at that one on XMR. Very, very looking very, very good there. These are daily setups on the cryptos. We're expecting big moves. They move quite quick, so a daily setup is okay on a cryptocurrency. Okay, let me share it with the admin. XMR. Good. XLM. Nothing much, but we are bullish. Dash, nothing much, but we're bullish as well. Breaking out of this structure, we're going to see this one break. come to the previous highs around that levels. I'm trying to look for those that have got better trade setups. You see Bitcoin Satoshi version as well has got a trade setup, but not the cleanest 4-hour correction here or the daily correction. We're looking for this to continue up higher. There's a lot of interest on Shiba Inu now. Let's have a look at that on the daily. So on the daily one, we've got 3 waves up, 3 waves down, looking for 3 waves up here to come and retest the top here. Nothing has changed. That is still the stance. We're making a consolidation here for more upside. Look at this here on the daily. Look at this on the daily and where the RSI is. So a break above this may not just come to this level. It may even break higher from those levels. Okay, if it breaks higher, then that changes the structure, and then we're going to be looking for more upside. Let's have a look at the 4-hour and see if there's a setup on the 4-hour as well. The 4-hour is not showing us anything. It's not showing any, and it's not showing much on the 4-hour. So we'll wait for that daily confirmation for more upside. When this breaks above that, then we start looking for that move on Shiba Inu. That is that on the cryptocurrencies. Now we can then go to the rest of the pairs. Right, Euro US dollar. Let's go daily. See where we are. We've just made what looks like a reversal from the blue box. So with the Euro US dollar, if I extend this, so with the Euro US dollar, yes, we've made a bounce here. Is that bounce convincing enough? This is the daily RSI. We have not broken above 50. This is above, this is as resetted at the top. So there's a possibility that this year we get a correction here before we push to the upside. Very likely that we're going to get that. So let's have a look in the lower degree to see if we're going to get that pullback on the euro. Let's switch off here.
Madam.
So far, as we've said, let's manage it as if it's going to give us a 3-wave structure. Let's see if this is going to give us a 3-wave pullback to around these levels. If you do get that, then we're going to get something like that. We're going to get one and then upside. That would be a WXY corrective structure. This will be wrong here. We can even get a double here. If we get a double, we're going to get one more down before we push to the upside. So for now, we are looking at this one to be pulling back to at least the 50% of this whole move. So let's see what happens with this corrective structure, whether it's going to get to a blue box and then we'll reverse again. So that's a Euro US dollar. And where we are with the Euro US dollar, the DXY, just the inverse of what we're seeing now as well on the 4-hour. We've got that strong divergence looking like we can get a, let's just have a look here. Just a pullback in 3. Could we just get a pullback in 3 and then continue to the downside? There's a possibility for that structure as far as the DXY is concerned. Pound US dollar has been trending higher. So we look for pound US dollar to even break this previous high here. Consolidation around these levels. This could be an expanding flat on pound to US dollar. Let's see how that plays out. A slight bounce on US dollar CAD in the lower degree, but nothing to take home. Yes, there's some divergence that we're seeing, making lower lows on the 4-hour, making higher lows on the RSI. So we can get this. Okay, we can get that 3-way structure on the US dollar CAD, but let's wait. US dollar chief. I've just muted everybody. Wait, can you? I didn't realize they were not muted. Okay, so let's have a look at US dollar chief. Why is it not opening? Let's restart, reload. US dollar chief. It's dropping. We've been looking for that drop since right here, looking for this to make a move to the downside. With the current the DXY bounce, we can see US dollar chief do this. Okay, so yesterday we wanted to see this, but instead it has given us a running flat. We wanted to see an expanding flat, but it gave us this 1, 2, 3 running flat, continues to the downside, pulsing move to the downside. So whatever is happening currently is this, and we're gonna see continuation to the downside. So that means we're still gonna be bullish against the DXY. Audi US dollar showing us a pullback. This one has already reached target. We've already got our target at 74.70 as far as our trade that we got for here was concerned. Now we're looking for a pullback here in 3. New Zealand also reached the target as far as the trade that we have is concerned, listed on the website. So we're going to be looking for at least a pullback before resumption of the move to the upside. US dollar ZAR making what looks like a slight bounce there. We want to see 5 waves there, 3 and then 5. Then we look for continuation to the downside. Pound US dollar also finally showing some corrective structures. So at this point here, we're looking for this one to break like this. That should be a continuation pattern for more upside. I wouldn't advise new trade setups on this one at current levels. So this is the structure on pound yen. Has reached the level that we wanted it to reach all along. We are now currently here with a clear regular flat in that yellow structure. Now that regular flat we've been looking at, if you look at all our previous charts for the last couple of years, like 2 years, you'll see that we looked at this one as an ABC. And that C structure here is the diagonal as follows. So we looked at this yellow structure as a W, X, and a Y. Not WXY, ABC. We'll see why now. So it could be ABC here, 1, 2, 3. Now within the C, you obviously need 5 waves. We may just be on our 5th wave here. It may still push higher, the 5th wave. And then you've got this. So 3 down, 3 up, and 3 down. So ABC here, WXY there. And we've got a 3, 3, 5 running flat. So that's what we're looking at with pound here. So we could be looking for this one to be going for 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So the pullback that we'll see currently on pound yen could be the wave 5, or rather could be the wave 4 of that 5 that I'm showing you now. So we'll keep an eye on that one. US dollar yen also starting to show some reversal, but we're still above 50. We've resetted here, so let's see how far this pulls back as far as US dollar is concerned for more upside. Euro chief. Three-wave pullback as well, but continuation to the upside. Same as Chief Yen. Look at Chief Yen, there's very strong divergence as well there. So we're looking at this one to be doing this. This is making new high highs. We're making this one making lower highs. That is the RSI. So we're expecting to get a three-wave pullback here as well before we get a resumption of the move to the upside. All right, so that is Chief Yen. Those are the yen pairs just starting to show some pullback. We have not had a decent correction for a while, so we want to see them do this and then resume up higher. When they're done with these structures, that's when we're going to look for trade setups for continuation to the upside. New Zealand, same, but this is just a couple of candles that are not really showing much. We want to see this continue to the upside. KDN also showing some divergence. We understand that the daily RSI is well above 50 here. So whatever we're getting here as a pullback, we know that that's just going to be just a pullback and continuation to the upside. Gold. We're looking for gold to drop from here, to consolidate here and then drop. What you're seeing now here is that we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got a move to the downside. We've got 3 waves here. So we could be going for another one here. So gold could be giving us a structure like this. So for now, we're just going to focus on getting this structure downside on gold. Silver. This is A, B, and a C on silver. I've reached the level where we're going to start getting a pullback here on silver. We're at the top, but this is well above 50. So we want to see if this is going to happen here at current levels. Platinum. Our trade setup from here may have ended here because these are 3 waves. So nothing stops this from dropping from current levels. But no confirmation at this stage. We are tracking it. Whenever they confirm, we'll post it out. Oil. Now, with the current move that we're seeing on oil comes to around these levels. 1, 2, 3. We'll look to put in more on oil for more upside. Okay, let's have a look at the pound pairs. So pound Audi, remember this one, we've got this one as a trade setup. I'm showing it on the daily. So this was the trade setup on pound Audi. Entered it at 87, 86.50, dropped all the way to target 83, so over 300 pips on this one. This incidentally is a 3-wave, and this is a blue box area for this one. So you want to exit and take your profits for now on pound Audi. If it's going to make a continuation pattern, only then will we look for another trade setup if this happens for more downside. But at this stage, there may be a reversal on pound Audi. Pound New Zealand as well. Although pound New Zealand has not quite reached the equal legs, but this consolidation can actually get pound Audi to continue to the downside. I'm on the daily here, but the 4-hour is showing us this. This was the setup on this one. We looked for this to break up higher, go to the blue box and drop. So now we're getting this, should be just a pullback in 3, and we continue to the downside. Pound CAD. We've got this one as a trade setup, so pound CAD. We're looking for this one to make a move to the upside. So we could be getting that in 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. But bullish short term on pound CAD, as you've seen with the trade setup. Chief, pound Chief, we have been looking for this to make a consolidation here and then a drop. Has still not yet dropped from current levels. So let's keep track of it. That is pound chief, euro pound. Euro pound continues lower. We've got this as a looking like a three-wave structure here. We've got one. Why am I using that? We've got wave one here, three waves here, and we can look for this one to do that. If we do that, that's showing us that we are still seeing continuation to the downside on euro pound. Euro New Zealand, bit of a bounce, just like on pound New Zealand. Could this be the end? Are we going to get a three-wave pullback from current levels? It's also very possible. Let's see what we get from there. So Euro Audi is already extended. It's showing that it's extended. So it could be going for a wave 3, 4, and a 5 year. Since that correction there, we have dropped from 163 to about 155. That's over 800 pip drop on the Euro CAD. Rather Euro Audi. Euro CAD, we may see a three-wave structure because we're expecting pound CAD to push a little bit higher. We may just get this one here and then the reversal on Euro CAD. Euro Chief. So Euro Chief, unlike Pound Chief, has made a clear three-wave structure and is dropping nicely. Any 1 hour here, you can look for a trade or you can take it now, put your stop loss above the flag and let it run. Right, let's go to the crosses. We want to see a pullback at these levels. Whether that pullback comes in 3, that's what we're looking at, but so far still bearish. Audi CAD is going up in 5 waves. Now the question with Audi CAD is the current 5 waves. It looks like we've got a nest here. The nest is this when we've got this internal structure here. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. But you can see that there's a bigger degree here, which could have made 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a possibility. So that pullback, even though it may not play out in a straight line, but that pullback can be 3 waves. Excuse me, and then upside. Then that will be completing this leg here, that degree. Audi CAD. That's Audi CAD, Audi Chief. Audi Chief has made a 3-wave structure. Let's see what we get here from these 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. We can start getting a pullback here. New Zealand CAD. We're getting strong bounces on CAD pairs. On pairs that have got the CAD in them, they are very strong bounces here. So we're going to be looking for this one to do this. New Zealand Chief continues higher after breaking out of this long-term corrective structure WXYXZ. Now we've made a pulse move, 1, 2, 3, and more upside. Consolidation here and more upside to retest the previous highs around these levels. CAD Chief. Right, CAD Chief, yesterday we looked at the possibility of this giving us that flat correction and a push to the upside. Let's have a look at the indicators, see if that is a possibility. We are currently resetting at the bottom. We're at the bottom here on the RSI, just above 50. We've resetted. Can we start pushing to the upside? I'm going to see now the daily time frame here to see if it's confirming accordingly. The daily is also confirming exactly that. So we can get a pullback here and continuation to the upside. It's a daily chart, so it may take some time here to build. So need a little bit of patience. Let's look at the indices. They are trending higher. Those corrective structures are playing out. We've got 1, 2, 3 upside. A break above this, you will see more upside on the S&P 500. Let's go to the 4-hour here. So you want to see the S&P 500 break above this level and push to the upside. Otherwise, there's this possibility of 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a push to the upside. That's also another possibility if we drop down to 120 again. Dow Jones. Dow Jones at previous highs, we've got 1, 2, 3. We've started with the move to the upside. As I said, a break above here opens new highs on the Dow. So watch this structure for more upside. And the Nasdaq looks to be going up in 5 waves. 1, 2, 3. Could be getting a 4 here and 5. As long as that wave 4 does not touch the territory of wave 1, that will still be valid, and we will see more upside. UK 100 consolidating at these levels, 1, 2, 3. We look for this to continue up higher. Since breaking out of this structure, UK 100 went on to rally out around this level. So any pullback here is a continuation pattern for more upside. The DAX also made a pulsing move, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, again 4, looking for a 5 here. Then we'll look for continuation to the upside. Nikkei. Nikkei, could Nikkei have only made 3 waves here? We're expecting Nikkei to continue up higher, but looking at this and the structure, looks like we're going to have another leg lower here as far as the Nikkei is concerned. So this is how you're going to shake it. You need to see that 4-hour candle closing up below that lower boundary for you to confirm and pull the trigger, even whether we are on the screen live or not. That is the Nikkei. Nifty finally showing some corrective structure. We should see a deeper corrective structure, possibly something like this. Then we look for more upside. Okay, any questions, guys? That's all for today. Don't forget live technical analysis at 10 a.m. GMT. That is an hour, 24 minutes from now. Have a good day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye-bye.